Perfect. First and foremost, I want to thank every single person that hopped on this call. I see 47 different people that took their time out of their day to tap in and at least see what's all the commotion about, right? Why is Dante? Why is Jason? Whoever invited you onto this call, why are they so excited about what we have here today? And we're going to get into all that. My biggest thing, I like to get straight to the point. I like to be fully transparent. The reason I'm so big on that is because oftentimes I feel like, people will give you all this fluff. They'll give you a PowerPoint, things of that nature. I like to just get straight to it and show you guys what it is we have here. Real quick, a little bit about myself. I'm from Alexandria, Virginia originally. And I grew up with the mindset, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. But I knew the only way for me to actually get some type of degree was to go to play football in junior college. So I went to junior college. After 2 years, I ended up being the #1 quarterback in the nation, and I signed with the University of Memphis. I get to Memphis. My roommate also played quarterback. He was the 6'7", 240-pound monster, and ended up going first round to the Denver Broncos. So I didn't get to play much, but that was a blessing in disguise because I realized I need to start applying my focus and energy towards other things. I realized that football wouldn't always be there to be what was going to provide and carry me. And so that was kind of the beginning of me fully engulfing into entrepreneurship. So I moved out to Denver, Colorado to live with this individual. He became a millionaire overnight. Imagine your best friend eating ramen noodles with you for 2-3 years, and then overnight they have $9 million in an account. So I told him out the gates, listen, bro, I don't want any of your money. I want to be able to go get it on my own. I don't want that to ever come between us. And that was how I got started into trading. It was 2017. I was working at Target, stocking shelves 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. And I got to a point where I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I don't know if anyone on this call has ever felt that before. I don't know if anyone on this call felt like they're worth more than what they're getting paid hourly. I was getting $10 an hour, guys. So for someone to say, Jason, the most value that you bring to an hour is $10, that kind of upset me. So I began a journey, a quest to figure out, okay, how can I take some of this money that I'm making and learn to multiply it? I came across trading, and the honest truth, guys, about trading, anyone on this call who's ever traded before or is currently trading, you guys know it's not easy, right? To do it on your own, to learn the skill set, to grow your psychology, to get to a place that's really required to make life-changing money, it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. Why am I so excited? Because, guys, what we're going to show you guys tonight doesn't require any experience in the market. It doesn't require any psychology. You don't have to know what a pip is, what a buy or a sell is. All you have to know is how to set up in 20, 30 minutes, right? And we're going to not only be here to help you, we have a full staff that's ready to go to make sure everyone's set up properly as well. Why does that excite me? For years, guys, the individual I'm about to introduce you all, for years, Dante Lewis and myself have been running a group called Impact. Impact stands for I Make Profit a Common Thing. How do you make profit common to people if you know that the success rate of trading is only 5-10% if they try to do it on their own? You have to find a system. What does system stand for, guys? Save yourself time, energy, and money. I knew for us to make profit a common thing, we would have to have a system in place that we could go give somebody that would allow them to experience profit. Now, the reason I'm really excited is because, guys, EAs, trading softwares, this is not something that's brand new. This has been around for a while. The hardest thing is finding something that's constantly being updated. And not only that, where you have complete control over your risk. So we're going to show you guys how you can change the settings and have complete control over your risk throughout this entire process. But real quick, I'm not going to share my screen because Dante's the host, but I just want to show you guys can see on my screen if you're looking. This was something that we wanted to show could be done as well. So I hooked the trading software up to a funded account. I know a lot of people are excited right now to be using funded accounts. And the hardest thing about funded accounts is they give you such tight windows and tight parameters that you can even run. This is the first software that I've come across that not only for myself, but for a lot of other traders, they're not only getting paid on the funding accounts, they're passing challenges and getting their accounts doubled. So just to show you guys on the month, once again, that was a live account. I'll click back over to settings just so that way you guys can see, and live in the nature of it's a live funded account. Okay, on the monthly time frame, you guys can see is done about $4,100, and this is just on very, very conservative settings in 3 weeks. Okay, that's 8% in 3 weeks on very conservative settings. For those of you who are running, this software on your own live account, those numbers can be even higher. Trust me, those numbers can be even higher. In order to do what we needed to do within the prop firm, we had to make sure that it was very conservative. So just the fact that I could set something up and literally allow it to work for me, I know that's something that every single person on this call can utilize. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, you guys know I have 115,000 followers on Instagram. I'm verified. So people reach out to me saying, oh, this is somebody who's in the trading space that I feel like I can trust. The only thing that I really feel good about putting them onto out the gates is something like this, Market Maker. And Dante is going to show you a little bit more about that. But my whole point is, when someone's brand new coming into this world, I want them to have a good experience. I know that not everybody is destined to have to learn the ins and outs of this craft. And at the end of the day, somebody like my little brother or somebody like my mom or my dad that knows nothing about trading, I still want them to know what it's like to make profits. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce to you guys Dante Lewis, this individual. Not only has he had multiple six-figure days trading, he's also, just by sharing with people the software and all the phenomenal things that it provides, he's at $25,000 a month. So there is an affiliate program alongside of that. I'll let him get more into that as well. It's optional. So once again, it's not something you have to do. But Dante knows enough people that are looking to grow money with their money. And now he's at $25,000 a month. So it's just a prime example of not only can you make money with the software, but there's also a business side as well. So Dante, bro, once again, be transparent, show them what we got. And, let's get these people ready to roll.
Now let's get into it. Can you hear me, Rock?
Yes, sir. You're good.
My guy, appreciate you. So we got 59 heads on. I actually just saw a couple of special guests come on. I'm gonna leave them alone. But for right now, can we just get an energy back to Mr. Stu and just say that was just a phenomenal intro, and he just kept it 100 with y'all. I feel like I really don't even need to say too much. I'm just gonna show you guys what this looks like, why I'm so excited about it. For me and Stu started trading around the same time, like 5-6 years ago. And with that, we started trading about 5-6 years ago, and with that, in the beginning, we just learned that it was hard. Like, we had to put the time in to really become profitable manual traders as we both started to get better. I know for me, I had a lot of people reaching out to me like, hey, can I give you money? Or like people in my circle, they were looking for something to where they could give me the money and not be responsible for making all the decisions. And I didn't have any like software or anything at that point in time. And when I did get exposed to trading software, I had to learn like what was like, I didn't know anything about it. I was green completely coming into trading, and then even more green getting into software. So you talk about like real life hard lessons. I learned a few of them over the last 3-4 years about how to be able to do this correctly. And it's like, why am I so excited about what's going on here? For most of you who follow me, like I haven't really been posting too much about trading software in the last few months. I had a lot of other things going on in my life because I've been waiting for what my man, Mr. Nathan Williams, has created here with Market Makers Trends. So one thing that I've noticed from using, so I've been using and studying trading software since 2018. Every day of my life since 2018, I've had at least one account on some form of trading software every single day of my life since 2018. So it's like most people don't have that much experience or recognition of what's going on in the market. And 95% of trading software that I've personally seen in my life, they fall under one of two categories. One category is martingale, which is most of them. So a martingale software, I'm sure some of you are familiar, a trading software that is trading to where it takes positions against the market's trend, or it takes positions and continues to add positions on losing trades. So meaning that it'll get into an EU buy, EU will keep dropping, it'll buy again, it'll buy again, it'll buy again, hoping that at one point in time, the market's going to respond and bounce back up. And usually it does. But in situations like COVID and like the Brexit and things like that, martingale software are not going to be able to make it through those kind of big moves. And you'll see people taking big losses or even blowing their accounts with those kind of strategies. So for me, I wanted to wait until we had a strategy or something that was non-martingale, something that traded like myself, more so like a trader, something that had a good risk management for every single trade that it took, something that traded often. Some of these other softwares only take 2, 3, 4 trades a month. I wanted something that was active, and we got it here with Market Makers Trends. So I feel really just blessed to be able to share this with y'all. So I'm going to jump right into it and show you what it looks like and how the platform operates. And then I'll give a couple words to my special guest because he's here. So I feel like I absolutely have to show him some love. All right. So one, This is just like Stu said. I know for me personally that right now in the trading space, everybody I talk to, everybody's talking about funded accounts. Everybody wants funded accounts because why? It's using OPM, it's the same metric that you want to get a more, like you wouldn't go buy your house in cash. It's so much easier to just put a little bit of money up, leverage somebody else's money, play that entire game. I totally get it. But for me personally, I wanted to intentionally go out of my way to be loud about funded accounts because I know that just like you guys were on Nate Williams live like an hour ago, he talked about it, how only, I think, what, 10% I think only 4% of people pass these funded challenges at all. And then only 13% of that 4% even get a withdrawal. So to show somebody, yo, in 2 weeks, I've gotten a withdrawal from this funded account, knowing already that the high majority of people in this trading space can't do that on their own. It's an eye catcher. It's an attention grabber. It's an immediate, okay, great. What the hell is this thing? And what's powerful about it is that it's true, it's real. So right here, this started with as a 20K account, 20K accelerated account with my Forex funds, paid $1,000 to be able to have it. With that, I grew it I think almost like 10-11% in the first month that I have it. Once you grow it 10%, they double it. So they double the account to a $40,000 account. And I'll show you guys the details on it here. So I got this 40K account like 3 weeks ago. The first week that we had it, there was an update on the software, so it didn't trade at all. But then this is really now for the last 2 weeks. And with a funded account, you have to obviously be like cautious and trade with more risk management, so that way you don't blow the rules. So I have it set like you see here. I'll go back to the BPS. These are up here. These are your settings. So you have the ability to control exactly how much risk it is per trade, the days of the week it trades, the time that it trades, what your daily, weekly goals are. Like you can have it cut off automatically at certain gains. You can have it cut off automatically at certain losses, and you're really in control of what's going on. You're not in control of the strategy, but you're in control of how the strategy trades on your own personal account. And one thing I'll show you guys here is I'll actually get into this back test real quick. I know a lot of people like to see just real-time data. So what I'll show you here, I got 2 back tests I want to show you. This one right here is for the version of the software. My bad, we got 7 people in the waiting room. See, my fault, y'all. See, I gotta get on a call on time now. So we have this back test here. This is of German 30. So we're gonna allow this for open questions here at the end of this, but let me get all the way through before we start answering any of these questions. So this is a back test of the software from March 1st to June 1st. And this is a version that's available right here, right now, today. There is an update coming out in about 2 weeks, and I'll show you guys the results of that update that's coming out as well. But this is what's available right now. And I want you to pay attention to the win percentage right here, which is showing you it's winning about 78, 79-ish% of its trades. This thing has grown 70% from the March 1st all the way to June 1st, which is 3 months. So it's like, imagine your account being able to grow that much fully automated over the course of that time. I'm talking about over 20% a month, which is like insane on your own money. On these prop firm accounts, you're only going to be able to do maybe 6 to 12% ish a month with being safe inside that 5% daily drawdown. So you get so much more like leeway trading your own money, even though both definitely work. You get more leeway trading your own money, and you're not like limited to only having one account with us. You can have another account for extra $49, and now you got 2 software, and you can rock and roll. So it's very powerful. Now, one thing I'll tell you here, total trades is 505. Check this out here. So the new update that's going to release in about 2 weeks, there's a couple. This is only trading German 30. All right. So these are the results for the newest update. You see here, it takes about half of, it takes a little bit less trades, but it actually is more profitable. This is a 6-month back test. Okay. So this is from the beginning of the year. So right now, January to June. And it's showing you exactly what it's been able to do. And these results that we're seeing here, this profit factor, for anybody who's familiar with EAs, familiar with trading software, it's incredible. I know some people are like, hey, listen, I don't want to see a back test. I just want to try it out and see it on my own account. I totally understand. But this is data, and this is important. And this will really give you like an expectation of what it is that you want to see on your account. I highly advise anybody checking this out, you try it for a week. Our software comes with a 7-day full refund. If you don't see results you like in 7 days, you're not mandated to use it forever. Now, what's also interesting that we deal with is that with an 82, 83% win rate, that means you're going to lose 17% of your trades. So what does that mean? That at times or certain days that you're going to see losing trades on your account. And I think that because people are just so accustomed to not doing anything, at times, even with an incredible software, I've had people up 20% over the last month by a mile. we'll still have people when they have a losing day, like just complaining or anything like that, when in reality, like the goal is to be profitable over time. So it's pretty incredible what the software can do. Again, it's only trading German 30 for now. Nate will tell you himself. As a matter of fact, I did see this man's name pop on the call, Stu. So I need to double check and see if Mr. Nate Williams is on the call, because we are going to turn this into a question and answer. So the actual developer of this incredible product that we're referring to is actually on the call. Nate, I'm going to unmute you. If you are available, say something to me. If not, it's all good. And we can go ahead and I'll keep going into it. But I wasn't planning on him being on the call. So when I see his name, I got to say something.
Yo, what's going on?
That's my guy. That's my guy. There go that man. Mama, there go that man. I'm trying to tell you, listen. So y'all, this is the mastermind that is behind this entire project. Like, I need y'all to really just address and have just a certain level of respect and appreciation that he's even on the call right now and is going to give you, like, I was going to answer at my best ability pretty much everything it is that you guys are going to ask. But Nate is sitting right here in front of us with a fresh cut, fresh off the live, ready to go, ready to answer some questions about what the people want to know. So I will I'll allow him to take it over, to be completely honest. Y'all can drop some questions in the chat. Nate, if you got anything that you want to just say off the rip, just go ahead and let him know.
Oh man, I appreciate the introduction. Wasn't expecting to talk. Just figured I'd come on and see what you boys are doing. You know, I'm being nosy. But no, I appreciate all the support. Everybody that's utilizes the actual software. I hope you're enjoying it. We got more in store. It's just the beginning. So remember that, it's just the beginning. It only gets gooder and gooder. Let's check the chat. Let's see here.
So anybody with any questions, y'all can drop questions in the chat. If you want to unmute, just raise your hand and I'll unmute you so you can ask it if it's too long of a question. And we can play that game for a little bit. I will say, if you've never seen a compound calculator with 20% a month results over a couple of years, you should definitely check that out. But I'll save that for the end. Any questions though? Software questions? How, like, come on, like, I got my guy on the call. Like, if I want to connect my funds, have I got to notify my Forex funds? Nate, you want to answer that? Can you break down a prop firm situation from your perspective so we don't got to answer 50 questions on that specifically?
Yeah, sure. So prop firms are here to make money. They make money because most people that purchase a prop firm account fail. So if you have a software tool or you have a trader that's trading multiple people's accounts and making money, then the prop firms are losing money because they're having to pay out more than they're bringing in. All right. So they're here to make money. Therefore, they're going to do their best to ban software, copy trades, things of that nature. All right. So I don't recommend using the current version on prop firms right now. I have another version coming out, hopefully here next week or the week after. So the next 1 to 2 weeks, that will have some variation and it'll allow for your account to be unique. We just hope it's unique enough to be able to stay long-term. So with that being said, I'll actually do you guys one better. I'll give you guys the settings that I actually use on a prop firm. But again, I don't recommend it, but if you're going to do it anyway, I'll at least give you the settings to use for those who actually do use it. So let me pull up my chart right now. So you're gonna put yourself in a bind. Again, trade your own risk. But these are the settings that I would use. Actually, I am using. So I put it on a 200K account. All right. So this is a 200K account that I passed phase 1. I started a fresh one. I passed phase 1 in 24 hours. Combination, of course, of myself trading as well as the bot that you see here, 216,000. So we already did the 8%. I'm waiting for the 5 days to pass so I can go to phase 2. The bot did 3.25%. I did like 5%. So it did almost as much as I did. And I was in 24 hours. Now the settings. Here are the exact settings. If you want to take a picture, screenshot it, whatever. These are exact settings that I use when I run. All right. I was getting a little aggressive there. There we go. 0.4%. All right. So I have my spread at 300. 0.4% per trade equity protection. So I'm willing to risk 4% a week. Can't lose more than 12% total. I'm willing to risk 4% a week. I'm willing to gain 8% a week, profit protection. So it means that once the bot reaches these percentages, it stops. 8% is good for me because 8% is what I need for phase 1. Now that I know I need, I'm on phase 2. Let me go ahead and change that now. Phase 2 comes, I only need 5%. So I'm not going to risk anymore. That's why I'm right at a little bit over 8%, like 8.1%. I don't need any more than 8%. Don't need any more than 5. So 5 is coming next. Daily equity protection. So I am willing to risk 2% a day. If it loses more than 2% a day, the bot stops trading. And then from a profit standpoint, 2%. If it makes 2% or more a day, it stops trading. That's good for me. That's a good day. All right. Trading time frame, I trade 30 minutes. That's 30 minutes before London. For those who don't know, German 30 is it's a German index. It trades during the London session. London session is from 3 a.m. Eastern until 11 a.m. Eastern. All right, so it's an 8-hour session. I start trading 30 minutes before. I stop trading an hour after that session. I don't trade Fridays, but I do trade Sundays, and I like the news. News makes the software run better. And that's it. Those are so if you're going to use it on a prop firm, these are settings that I would recommend. But again, I don't recommend running on a prop firm, for the very reason of what we talked about.
Great answers, Nate. I'll give you a question that I've been pretty much trying to answer as much as I can in the chat. One thing, can you speak on any new pairs coming to Market Maker? What's your intentions? What's the plan there? And then somebody else asked about the long-term future of the software.
Yeah, sure. So future pairs, the goal is when version 1.09 comes out, I want US 30 to come out with it. So then now I'll be able to trade German 30 and US 30. That's number one. Then next, we're bringing out NAS 100, S&P 500, and then stocks. European stocks, US stocks. All right, so that's what's going to be coming, in the near term future as far as additional pairs. You cannot use and put it on whatever pair you want. It's optimized. For those who want to know, the software is trained by a machine learning program that trains my algorithm on how to trade these pairs. No offense to Forex pairs. As of right now, I don't want to trade Forex pairs. I can train the software on it. I've seen some decent results when we first started, but I'd rather not. They're a little, there's more volatility in these other pairs that allow for larger returns. And if you know how to manage that volatility, then the larger returns, will come and come consistently and, with minimal risk. And that's what so far we've seen with Market Maker. All right. So if you can do it with higher volatile pairs and allow you to get bigger gains, why would I want to go and put it on Forex pairs and see smaller gains? They could be safer, and maybe something we look at later on down the line as we continue to evolve. And speaking of evolving, the goal is within 6 months to have 2.0 out. 2.0 will have two things. Number one, it will have the full version of the algorithm. Right now, Market Maker is only 50% of the actual algorithm. So everyone that you're seeing all the gains and the results, they're only using half the strategy. Number two, I want to add a manual trading piece to it. That's kind of like Magic Keys. So you can actually manually trade with the software. And if you want to, you don't have the time, you can take your manual trades and hit a button that will allow the software to take over your trades for you. Then the future, next summer, my goal is to take that same machine learning algorithm that's training my software and to put it into the software so that now the software is a true, fully functioning artificial intelligence. Don't be fooled by everyone out here saying I got some artificial intelligence software. They don't. They don't. I can tell you that right now. Why? Because most people can't afford to hire somebody who really knows how to trade or code in true artificial intelligence. First of all, AI is just the umbrella. There are different aspects that make up artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networking. Artificial intelligence is just the umbrella. So if they're just saying, oh, my software is AI, what version of AI is it? AI is a umbrella. So if that's the first thing you call people out, call their bluff. They don't know what you're talking about. So my software will have embedded into it the actual machine learning. Why would I do that? Well, right now I have to manually optimize the software, every 3 months, which is fine. I have no problem doing that. It keeps it nice and fresh. But what if I can put that machine learning algorithm into my algorithm and the software can optimize every day, giving you the best strategy now instead of 3 months later? And instead of it having to be an updated software, it's already updating for you live and say, oh, well, today, instead of taking 500 pips, I'm going to take 5,000 pips because of the volatility. Or instead of trend trading, I'm going to scout because the market is choppy. So I'm going to scout for today and take 100 pips at a time, things of that nature. So it's all about, creating something bigger and better. Because at the end of the day, that's what the banks have. The banks, 90 hedge funds, 90% of their capital is traded by software. They have 10% that they allocate to traders and things of that nature that they make actual trades, but 90% is managed by actual software. And so the goal is to have a bank/hedge fund level grade software available for the masses. That's the goal. It's going to cost a pretty penny, but at the end of the day, we'll see the returns. So I've got an account running just to pay for that. I told you guys how much you probably cry like I did when I first heard how much it's going to cost. But at the end of the day, it's about change lives. That's what it comes down to. And so we start off with market maker. That's the future. Once we get to that level, there's nothing left to do except for design another software with a different algorithm.
Wow. I'm gonna have to let you go on that one, Nate. I don't think there's anything else to this that you need to say to the people. I know that for me personally, as a current active user of the software, I'm extremely excited about compounding my own money, running up these prop firms, leveraging what this man has created. He's got 15 years of coding experience, and you can hear it in what's going on and how he articulates what's actually happening, what's real and what's not real. You get to literally leverage him and be able to make a killing on your own personal account. So Nate, I just want to say thank you again for hopping on. I know you didn't expect to speak. It was random, but when I see you, I got to say something, bro. It's just much love. And I'm beyond grateful for you, bro. So appreciate you. And I'm gonna show these people this last thing I wanted to give y'all today, which was just understanding how valuable 20% a month can be. We have people doing 5% a week easily without even like it not even, this is not on prop firm accounts. This is on your own money. And a lot of times people are like, well, Don, what's the minimum I can start with my own money? The minimum you can start with is $100. You can put $100 in Market Maker EA and use it. Now, what I say, go $100, like, listen, you invest what it is that you can, that's discretionary to you, but I'm gonna do these numbers off $100 so y'all can see what I like to show people. Let's talk about a 3-year game plan, okay? 36 months, 3 years of a commitment here to be able to just add another kind of bag to your life. Let's talk about 20% a month. Insane. So if you started today and put $100 in your account and it grew 20% a month for the next 36 months, if you didn't add another dollar to that account, you'd be at over $70,000. What's also interesting is that this is compounding monthly. Nate's software compounds every day. Every time the trade closes, it will up your lot size if it won, and it will lower your lot size if it lost. So it will actually compound even faster than this. But what I like to show folks is like, what if you just added $100 to your account? So you start with $100 and then you add $100 to it every month. And now you're not dependent and worried about what a prop firm is going to do, because a prop firm can be here today and gone tomorrow. I experienced it. I was on Funding Talent with a 100K account, and I remember waking up to an email that they went out of business. I'm like, damn, like that's a wrap right there. And I was like, well, that's crazy to think that just how much control it is that they have. So even though this works on prop firms, and the narrative that we want to show is that, hey, listen, if it can work on a prop firm, it can work on your own money even better. And for Nate to have created something that is for the average common man. Everybody can start with $100 up there. Imagine if you started with 500, 5,000. It's like, you know what I mean? Like if you change these numbers around, you can play with this and see what's possible. But we have people accomplishing these numbers all across the world, and you can try it literally coming into this next week with a 7-day refund period. So very, very powerful situation. And I'm excited about it. So you got anything that you feel like you want to add before we get up out of here? We know we like to be just respectful of your time. I see, actually, I got a guy with a question. I'll let him go. Nate Morrow.
Yeah, there's someone with a question.
Yeah, I mean, he raised his hand, so I told him I'll unmute him if they raise their hand.
Yeah, can you real quick go over the settings that you're talking about that you're getting those types of returns as far as like the 5%?
Yeah, so check this out. So on the prop firm accounts, we have to trade them at 1 or 0.1, 0.2, 0.3% per trade to stay under the risk of the 5% daily max drawdown, so you don't lose the account. So anybody who's not trading a prop firm account should be in this area of 0.8, 0.9, and 1% per trade. So whatever returns it is that you're seeing on the more conservative settings, the only difference between those ones and the ones that you're running on your own account is the actual risk percent per trade, because the software can take up to 5 trades at one time. So if I'm on a prop firm and I put it at 1% per trade and it takes 5 trades in a row and then it loses those trades, that will go ahead and put the account out of balance on that account. So I'll show you here, this one demo account that I have the investor password everywhere right now. If you guys want this investor password, you can have it too, but I like to just to show the account and run it at max settings. So this account here, I have it running at the most aggressive that this software can possibly run, which is running at 1% per trade, running 24 hours a day, not having a news filter on, start to finish. And I just do it to just test it and see like max potential what the software can do. So I started this account on, this is a demo account. So this is not live. This is just to test it at max risk. And this was on June 15th when I started the account. It's June 24th today. So we're talking about 9 days. And it did over 25%. And that's at max, 24.5%. That's at max risk. So it's like, it's pretty powerful.
That was a great question though. And the importance that you guys all should keep in mind too is like, once you guys get enrolled, you become a part of the community. This isn't something that like you sign up and then you're on your own to figure out what are the settings or what's your next steps. Like, I know a lot of different places. The reason why you might've experienced that is because the person who enrolled you might be so overwhelmed with what's next, like a lot of educational platforms or whatever it may be. It's a lot to get done. Whereas this, guys, Dante, speak a little bit on the last 50 people that you enrolled, like, and just how powerful, because he talked to me about this yesterday and he hasn't even talked about it today, but I think this will blow you guys' mind.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, so in the last, 3 weeks now since I've been back kind of posting, we enrolled over like almost 50 people, a little bit over 50 people. And everybody that has had the software now for over 7 days has been in profit. So it's like everything, and even people who had it for just a couple of days, most of them are. The only losing day we've just had is on Thursday into Friday. I don't trade Fridays anyway. So a lot of people, anybody who had just started Thursday night and put their software on Friday because they were excited, had their first losing day. And I told them all, hey, listen, don't keep it on Fridays anymore. And a losing day is a part of it. Sometimes you're going to wake up on a Tuesday and they could have lost a trade or two. So it's like, it's a part of it, but the goal is to be profitable at the end of every week. And most days we end up profitable. We got another guy with a question here, Mr. Andrew Bishop. What's cracking?
Unmute him. There you go.
He did, I got him.
Whoa, what it do? What it do?
My guy.
Appreciate it. So look, so I'm new to all this stuff, obviously. Question is, when it comes to these softwares, is this something that is more based around like a trading strategy of what it's looking for, or is it really more about like a risk management type software, or both?
It's both. So when you say risk management type software, every trade that enters the market needs to have risk management on it. So it's like the strategy that's behind it is based off of, I think his name is Steve Morrow's market makers trend strategy, where it's basically showing you the direction of where the market makers are going. Nate has taken that strategy, optimized it and put that into something that's tangible. And then he implemented specific risk settings. Like somebody just asked, can we turn it up more than 1% per trade? And the answer is no, because Nate capped it at that way. So that way that under no circumstance will anybody be able to blow an account. I actually had a guy the other day. He's like, Don, if it's risking 1% per trade, if I lost 100 trades in a row, I would blow my account. And I'm like, that's not correct. Because if you lost the first trade, it would be down at $99,000. And the next trade is 1% of the 99,000, not of the original 100,000. So each time you go and scale down, there's literally physically no way that you can blow an account with the software based on how it trades. It's very, very powerful. And all those things were thought of by the man you just heard from.
Great question though. These have been great questions. This is where I know you guys are looking to optimize everything that's offered. I see Leonidas, and forgive me if I'm saying your name wrong, the Bang or Tai Bang. whoever you want to take first.
Oh yeah. Say less. I'll take TH. I don't even want to do you wrong. What's up, brother?
Hey man, hey, very good. This is Love from South Africa. Hey, you guys are doing the most, man. Just want to appreciate y'all, man. Crazy. This is super exciting, man. Hey, so I just had two questions. I wanted to find out one, with regards to the software, right? So now I wanted to do my Forex fund challenge, because that's what also QB was talking to me about on Instagram. So I wanted to find out if I do it for my Forex funds now, especially because now they have not blocked it and there's that possibility or a scenario that happened to you, something like that happening. If I want to avoid something like that, let's say I register on Sunday, because I heard the inventor say he trades on Sunday as well. Like, let's say I set it up Sunday or Monday. I wanted to find out, they just answered me in the chat where they said if you do an accelerated account, somehow you can withdraw earlier. But I wanted to find out how is that different? Like, I didn't understand, because I didn't understand on your video on YouTube, the one I was watching, how you could withdraw so early on. So
Yeah,
that's
so
question.
every prop firm is different and they have their own rules. I don't want to jump into all the details of each different prop firm, but my Forex Funds has a program that's called the Accelerator program that is much more expensive than the original one, because you get the withdrawal every single week. From week 1, you get to withdraw immediately, but it costs much more than the other account. So that's why most people don't do it, nor do they know about it.
Okay, that's perfect. That's perfect. And I wanted to ask about the community as well, because hey man, the results you guys are posting are great. So you get access to those exclusive communities after you register using the links. So let's just say now I do it now. All I have to do now is fund this program. I think there's a $40 discount. It's $308, right? And then fund for whatever challenge I want to take, and then I'll be able to link it up.
Yes,
Maybe
sir.
on MetaTrader 5 or something like that.
MetaTrader 4, but yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, the name is Tawag. I can't wait to join you guys. But latest Monday, Tawag.
No doubt,
Tawag
bro.
lyrics.
We here. We here, man.
Hey, thanks, man. Wait, thanks.
It's a pleasure to hear from you, bro. Shout out to South Africa. That was actually one of my favorite trips I've ever been on. I went to Kruger National Park.
Love it.
Like Victoria, the Victoria Falls, and yeah, you guys have a beautiful country. So I'm excited for you, man. You know, international, anybody that's on this call that's not from the United States, literally once you set up, everything is fully automated. There's nothing that you have to do beyond the setup. And for people here in the United States, it's literally a one push approval system. So let's say you get set up tonight or tomorrow around 7:00 p.m. Every day around 7 p.m. you'll get a notification that's basically asking you to approve that the software do its thing for the next 24 hours. So you're not going to have to be catching alerts throughout the night during London or New York. It's literally a one time a day, Sunday through Thursday. And the software is going to do what you're paying for it to do. And that's the coolest thing. Like I said, guys, you know, it's not about what I can do or Dante or Nate. Like we are all, the three of us are successful traders on our own. Like we don't have to be doing these calls. We could literally fall off the face of the earth and just trade our own capital or other people's capital. But we really get, I mean, I know Nate specifically, and the reason why Dante and I started Impact is we get so much joy out of people getting started and then experiencing what it is to make profit. Because I know the first $4 or $5 Dante ever saw on his MT4 account, the first $7 I ever saw on my account changed my life. I realized that I could literally make $7 using systems or pressing buttons instead of literally having to spend hours and hours and hours to make that. So I'm excited for you, Tabang. Thank you for even jumping on this call. I know South Africa, I'm not even sure what time it is there, but we appreciate you. I see Leonidas has a question.
Trying to unmute.
Yeah, hi there.
Yeah, there you go, my man.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys scheduling this this meeting. It's been really informative. The question I had for yourselves is so Nate mentioned that anyone that's currently thinking about running it on a funded challenge is not a good idea right now.
He didn't say it's not a good idea. He said it's not recommended. That means he's not going to take responsibility for you putting it on an account and maybe being too aggressive or doing something that may cause you to be a mistake. Or if they send out emails tomorrow saying that, okay, we recognize this German 30 bot, you guys can't use it on this account. He doesn't want that falling on him, and he shouldn't have it on it. If you choose to use it on a funded account, that's on you. Just like all of them.
Okay. All right, makes sense. You know why? Because I've been checking out EAs for a little while now, and from what I read online is that these platforms, they may catch on to people using EA. So what some people do is they change the settings a little bit so that all the people that are using the EA, they won't clock on that they're all using the same system basically.
Yeah, definitely. And what's important to remember is like, even when, and so I love all the different things that are being asked and touched on, but what's important to realize is the software can work on any account, whether it's your personal account, a demo account, a funded account, it can work. The biggest thing is you as a user, it's you know, the responsibility still falls on every person on this call as far as what account they decide to plug it into. So he wasn't so much saying like it doesn't work or like it can work or you shouldn't do it. He's just, once again, making sure that people understand that that's a real possibility and like to, you know, not be upset with him in the event that that happens because.
Oh, I see. So what Nate's basically saying is that everything is down to your own discretion. And
Correct.
basically, he can't guarantee that it's going to pass or it might not pass and stuff like that, basically.
Now, you know what's really exciting, Leonidas, is you know, funding programs have only been a thing that people can tap into for about a year and a half, 2 years. This is not something that has been around 10 years plus that was accessible to anyone. And what I'm excited about, Leonidas, is there's a couple prop firms that I already know are brewing that like are soon to launch in the next 30 to 60 days, where they're going to be fully open and transparent to not only allowing EAs, but they're even going to be using this EA on their main funded account. So they're, you know, that's just something to be excited about, and that's why we want everyone to have the long-term vision of, okay, even if funding accounts weren't a part of the equation, why is Market Maker an invaluable tool? Because it's going to grow your account anywhere from 10 to 30% a month without you even having to know what a pip is. So that excites me. That makes me want to fly all over the world and tell people about Market Maker, because not only can they control their risk, but I know they're going to get results, right? And so that's what everyone wants at the end of the day. You know, like if everyone on this call is a profitable manual trader, why not diversify? You know, we're seeing big names in the trading space every day talk about how they're now tapping into EAs, and the whole point of this game is to make more money with our money. So that's all I want to do, is just help share with people a system that I use. I have 6 different accounts hooked up to Market Maker. So
are those, sorry to cut you off, are those all personal accounts, or are they like personal and funded?
Yeah, it's a mix. It's a mix. And when these other prop firms pop up, I have some live accounts, anywhere from 4 figures to I have a 7-figure account that's going to be getting linked to it. Not a prop firm, 7 figures live in the account, going to be getting linked to Market Maker. And then I have 2 prop firms that I'm running it on. And then when these prop firms that allow EAs fully pop up, guess what? I'm gonna show up there ready to go to buy of those accounts as I can.
For real. Yeah.
And that's where I try to paint people a picture of the vision that I see. And the vision that I see is not only are we all doing well manually, but I see a vision of thousands and millions of people all profiting from the market, whether it's a live account, a funded account, because they have a system that's proven to work. And you know, anyone on this call that's a good manual trader, what do you have to do? You have to follow a system. So EA is just icing on the cake, another way for us to keep running this bag up.
Yeah, I mean, you could, you know what's great about the system? You could do both. You feel me? Like you're making money on all part, but if you have a little bit of understanding as well, like you could take your own trades at the same time.
I call it double dipping.
But yeah, you know what's crazy is because a friend of mine, he was actually using the Einstein bot, and even that was putting out some good results. And I was just hoping, you know what? I hope Auvoria create their own one that can actually pass the challenge and meet those requirements. And now they've done it. So, you know, I'm looking forward to jumping on board with the new bot.
Perfect. Now we'll take Kawal.
Last question.
Yeah, last question, and then we'll get into how people can get started and things of that nature.
Roger that. All right, Kawal, can you hear us? Kawal?
You unmuted Taban. I think you took the wrong one.
I don't know who that was.
Let's see here. Yeah, looking to my facts. Yeah, exactly. There he is.
Hello?
There you go.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Yo, first of all, I just wanted to say that the call was dope. It really opened my mind up. I was already gonna sign up. I've been following your Dante's journey for a while. My question was I'm actually thinking of getting my Forex funds too, right? And I know that there is a possibility that we can get banned, but I could also use the market maker same bot on multiple accounts, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's all I wanted to know. So I would just take out the accelerated money and then throw that profit onto another account, let that build.
All you need is one withdrawal and you're good. But it's like, it is a risk. So I got to be honest about the fact that there is that. And so is Nate and so is Stu. But it's like, you really only need 1 or 2 withdrawals to at least get your money back. And then it's like on to the next thing.
Okay. That's perfect. Thank you guys.
No doubt, man. No doubt. Appreciate your time, brother. Yeah, somebody did just ask, what's the affiliate plan? I'm not gonna get into all the details right now, but there's bonuses for like upfront bonuses that are pretty insane. There's residual income that's pretty insane. Actually, just today, Jason just hit $3,500 for anybody curious. $3,500 a month. That's $875 every week. I'll tell y'all that in the last 2 years, I've made almost $500,000 from Auvoria Prime. I've never missed a payout in the last literally every single Friday since March 19, 2020. I've got a payout at 4 or 5 in the morning. And it's been nice to be at different point in times where I'm at. And during those 2.5 years, every week I wasn't a profitable trader in my own manual account. So it was so good to have a business to fall back on that was based off of reality and something that was actually helping people. I've never been more excited though about these products and services that we have now. I'll tell y'all, there's about 10-ish thousand people in Auvoria Prime right now. This product just released about 7-8 weeks ago. Since the product has released, the company has damn near almost doubled. And there's going to be a lot of the kind of people that are calling my phone every single day about what's going on are incredible. I will drop a video in both of our group chats to just show the details of the compensation plan. I don't really want to get into all of that right now, but there is a lot of money on the table for anybody willing to share this message. Remember, if you think about this, like where does somebody start at? You don't need a ton of money to get started. You can get started with $200 in an account and have a vision to how you're going to be at $500,000 in the next 3 years. Ask somebody who got $500 on them, like, hey, listen, do you got a plan how you're gonna have $500,000 in 3 years? Most people are not gonna have a plan on how they're gonna have $50,000 in 3 years. So it's like from that, you can show them something like this. And it's like, you got something that can do 20% a month. It's not guaranteed, but you can see people doing it consistently week after week after week. And it's very, very powerful. And it creates a system for you to where now you can be able to get paid every single week based on sharing and not like people don't have money is a big deal. Like it's a problem. 50% of marriages divorce over money. Most people don't have people who make $250,000 a year. Most of 34% of them still live in check to check. And then the other people, most folks don't even have 70% of humans don't have $1,000 in their bank account. It's a lot of people who don't have it together and don't necessarily have it. They might have it just enough to pay their bills, but there's another level of life past that. And this resource, I personally believe, can do that for people. And I know that there's people who are like doing jobs and doing things you don't like or don't necessarily want to do. And for me as a trader to put people on to actually getting involved in trading the right way, to be able to have a resource to where I can confidently know that they're going to win when I walk away from them. The fact that I enroll 50 people my damn self with my face all over the place. And I have full comp. One, I never even talked to most of them after they signed up. They got started. The system was good enough to be able to allow them to get set up and understand what's going on. So I didn't have to spend a whole bunch of time like a customer support rep. And then after that, every single person who got set up, who had it up for more than a week, is in profit right now. So it's like, that's incredible. And that's $40,000, $50,000 of business volume in my business just from that I'm confident is going to now grow into much, much, much more. If y'all want more details, just hit me up. I'll send y'all the compensation plan video. We can really talk business. But if you're in any place, there's no country in the entire world that has more than 100, 200, 300 people in this business in one city. So wherever you're at, there are tons of people around you who have no idea about this. They have no idea about Nate and that he's actually a real legitimate person who created this. They have no idea about the fact that this company has been in existence now for 2.5 years, putting the pieces together to be able to scale this thing worldwide and to be able to put people in a position to where this is. I literally just saw 1 million people join other companies like COTPS and Metafy and companies that were intentionally 100% scamming people behind the narrative of people want passive income. Okay, bet. So you don't have to do anything. Come put your money in this crypto thing or put your money here. And then they don't necessarily have it in 6 months. So it's like with this, your money is in your brokerage where you have control and you have a vision and a plan for your financial future. So do you automatically become an affiliate when you join AP? No, that's not legal. You have to choose to become an affiliate, and it's $15 extra. So much love. Anybody wants to really talk business, Stu and I are going to take this thing to the next level. If I walk outside right now out of my room, I'll show you a sign that's right outside of my room that says, I'm so happy and grateful now that we have 100 seven-figure earners inside the impact community. And I've never believed that that's going to be a reality more than I do right now. And I wrote that over 2 years ago. So if you think that you can be a part of that, or you think that, hey, listen, I know a couple of people, hey, I want to work with Dante and Stu up close. You can be mentored by us in your business, in your own entrepreneurship, and in an environment where we got your back 100%. Stu's verified. We literally going to give you the juice you need to be able to run it up. We're going to be flying out to different places all over the city, all over the country, but then all over the world. And it's massive. So I'm excited. Much love to everybody on the call. I won't bore your head off. DM me if you want that compensation plan video, and I will make sure it is that you get that and you can see all the details of how it is we've been able to get this money. But not everybody can say that they made $500,000 in the last couple of years from the house.
Right. No, I love that, bro. And once again, a shout out to everyone that took the time on, to hop on this call. Time is the most valuable thing. Remember, with money, we can lose money and get that back, right? Money you can always get back, but time you can never get back. That's what's most precious and valuable. So I appreciate that you guys took the time to do that. And, once again, guys, like when you're building a business, there's one thing that's extremely important, and that's retention, right? So not only do you want people to get started, but you also want the service or product to be good enough that they continue to keep getting more. It's the reason why you get the same milk that you get, or you can buy that same candy. It's like once you get it and you like it, they want to keep you coming back. So my biggest thing with building any business is I want to make sure that people are getting enough value to see why they should keep going. And the last thing I'll leave you guys with is don't be too focused on the price of the shovel when it comes to digging up the gold. I remember when I only had I remember when I only had $200-300 to my name, and I actually got started in this industry. I had to borrow the $200 or $300 to actually get started. And I realized that sometimes it's not even about what's going on right now. I knew my current situation wasn't my final destination. So I'm encouraging everyone, if I told you guys you could have a Lamborghini tomorrow for $300, you would find $300. So just ask yourself, what costs more, a car or your future?
Let me give him a story, Stu. Let me give him a good story to end this, because it just hit me and I got to let it go for you. So there was a guy, this is for the person who may not have enough money to do this right now. You may only got literally $300 to your name to be able to spend, but you want to be in partnership with Stu and I and be able to launch and work with us. Here's his story. There's a guy I knew from Nicaragua I met multiple years ago. And this man, Nicaragua, their average income is like $200 a month. So he was really, really poor. His family was pretty poor. He had some good resources. He had good networking skills, but he was excited, but he did not have any money. And I told him, he's like, hey, I don't have any money to put into the software. But I want to do it. And I told him, I said, listen, you still join right here, right now, today. This is your last. Okay, bet you want to do this? Invest that last and then put a demo account on the software. And now you create your own story from the demo account and you can share I guarantee you, anybody with any little bit of money, you show them that compound calculator at 20%, or you show them a demo account that's yours. Hey, listen, I set this thing up and this is what it did for me. This is incredible. You show 10 people that, you're going to have 3, 4, 5 people join immediately. And then you can now leverage that money that the company is going to pay you to put into an account, $300, $400, $500. He did exactly that and grew his account from that $300, $400, $500 from the first couple people he enrolled to over a $40,000, $50,000 account within the next year and a half. And it's like he started with nothing. His family had it's incredible, but he had the drive and the hunger to say, you know what? I don't care that I don't have nothing. I'm going to do exactly what it is the person I trust instructed me to do, and I'm going to believe that this is going to work out for me. And it did, and it was insane. And his life has never been the same since that day he made that decision. And I just gave that to somebody, to anybody who's thinking you know what, I really don't have it, but I really want to get started. You can plug in and be guided to where it is that you need to be. Much love. Stu, you got anything else? We got 2 minutes left. We right under an hour. What a call.
Yeah, no, great call. And, once again, it's not always about the money. It's more so about the vehicle. If there's a vehicle that can help you get to more and it's been proven to work, then drive that vehicle. A lot of times people are trying to reinvent the wheel. This system alone, not only with the trading, but with the affiliate program and the bonus point, there's literally three or four different ways to get paid with this opportunity. And we have so many streams of outcome. Let's continue to focus on streams of income. So whoever reached out to you to get you on this call, they really value your opinion. They're trying to put you on genuinely at the end of the day. And you know, if there's anyone that you should want to see do well, it's that person who reached out to you. You know, like so oftentimes people are like, oh, well, are they gonna make some money off me getting started? They're not gonna make any money off your trading account, but why shouldn't they get rewarded for putting you on to something that works? So I appreciate the 45 people that stayed around for the entire call. And so reach out to whoever got you on this and let them know you're ready to get started right now. So last thing I want to say, the goal is to get set up before Sunday.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if you get set up on Tuesday, then you miss Sunday and Monday as far as the trading period is concerned. So that could have effects on it. And next week is NFP. So
I'm not worried about NFP at all. Software handles news incredibly. And for those, make sure you get set up Sunday night. At 6 out of the 7 Sunday nights, I've been profitable, baby. It's gonna be lit. Oh man, but hit who up or got you on the call up and get your link, get plugged in and get set up by Sunday night. Much love. I'm grateful for you all. Andre Catnot hit my line. Much love. Y'all be safe.
20-30 minutes, Nick. 20-30 minutes. That's how we out.